Hello, hello.
Hey, Nick, how are you?
Long time. How are you?
Good, how are you?
¿Cómo estás?
Bene, grazie. E tu?
Bene, 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 bene.
Mr. Foucault, we're going to start in about 1 minute. Okay?
On the left side, right? So we see everyone. Olive oil. But I'm sure that there's other people that have olive oil too. I'm not the only one. Okay, I gotta go.
If everyone can get their seats, please. We'd like to start in a couple minutes. We'll start in a couple minutes. We're just waiting for Mayor Candy Stewart to come. He's coming from another meeting. The mayor's on his way, so we'll be starting in a few minutes. It's typical Italian style, though. We start a little bit late. Please don't worry. If it wasn't like this, something would be wrong. Fashionably late. That's Italians invented that. count. Welcome, Mr. Mayor. This is actually on time. We're only 15 minutes late, and I set my watch 10 minutes late on purpose to make myself early for every meeting. So this is perfect, typical Italian style, and it's wonderful. Fashionably late. I'd like to welcome everyone here to the Italian Heritage Month celebration on the unceded homelands of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh people. Benvenuti. Welcome all our distinguished guests and dignitaries, and all of you, ladies and gentlemen, to this very special event recognizing Italian Heritage Month. My name is Carmen D'Onofrio, and I am your MC today. My family, the D'Onofrio family, has been part of the Italian community in Vancouver for over 60 years. It began when my grandfather, Nonno Nicola, and father, Carmine D'Onofrio, immigrated to Canada from Italy in the 1950s after World War II to work and build a better life for themselves and their family. My father was fortunate to meet his wife, my mother, Isa, another Italian immigrant. And together they started a business, raised a beautiful family, and enjoyed a wonderful life. They shared the same goals and passions, and through hard work and sacrifice, were able to make their dream of a better life a reality. They were always proud to be Italian and always proud to be Canadian. This is the story of countless Italian immigrants to Canada, many of you who are here today. And it is something we should all be very proud of and very thankful for. So thank you. As an active community member with the Italian Chamber of Commerce, a founding member of the Italian Day Festival Society, past president of the Italian Canadian Sports Federation, and current president of the Commercial Dry Business Society, it is a particular honor to be part of this wonderful and special event. I would now like to invite Mayor Stewart to welcome you today and share some remarks. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure being here today, and thank you for your opening remarks. Of course, we always acknowledge that we're on the unceded traditional territories of the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh people. We thank them so much for caretaking this land and working with us as we move forward building this great city. I would also like to acknowledge my council colleagues who are here today. We have Christine Boyle, Councillor Bly, Councillor Carr, Councillor DeGenova, Councillor Dominato, Councillor Fry, Councillor Hardwick, Councillor Sarah Kirby-Young, Councillor Swanson, and Councillor Weeb, and perhaps we can have a round of applause for all their work. Mayors get to do the speeches, but councillors do all the work. I can assure you it's a very, very active and incredibly exciting group of people to work with. We also have Park Board Commissioner John Cooper here today. And we have School Board Trustee Estrelita Gonzalez. Maybe we can have a round of applause for them. Thank you for coming. And I think Michael Lee is also here today, MLA Michael Lee, I think, or perhaps coming. Yes, okay, great, thanks. We also have some very special guests. We have the Italian Consul General, Mr. Iacchini. Thank you. We have Italian Minister of Agriculture, Mr. Caselli. Sorry, Madam Caselli. Very sorry, my apologies. And we have from Burnaby, Pietro Calandino, who's a councillor there. So I have to say, I have been to Italy a couple of times, and it just blew my mind going to what a fantastic country. And I remember when Italy was hosting the World Cup, I had a ball cap that I wore forever that said Italia, and people would always say, "Why are you wearing this?" It's like, well, that was a very great World Cup and such a proud soccer. Legacy from there. And then, of course, you wear it on Commercial Drive, and then everybody stops and talks to you. And I think we have such a strong link between people of Italian descent, Italy, and Vancouver, and it's something that we're very, very proud of. And I think today marks that special relationship. In spring 2018, a motion was passed by Mayor and Council to include Italian Heritage Month on its official celebrations and observances calendar. And of course, we want to thank Councillor DeGenova for all her hard work on that. We can give her another round of applause. Really the true champion for Italians on this council for sure. And Italian Heritage Month is an opportunity to honor the history, culture, and contributions of Italian Canadians to the city of Vancouver. It involves a month-long series of events presented by various partners, including the Italian Cultural Center, the Consulate of Italy, the Commercial Drive Business Society, the Italian Day Festival Society, and it showcases food, performances, exhibitions, languages, cultural initiatives, community festivals, and other events. I mean, it's just one really big party, which is fantastic. The signature and largest event is the Italian Heritage Month, Italian Day on the Drive, a vibrant cultural street festival which takes place on the second Sunday in June. The festival celebrates Italian culture, heritage, and community with over 120 street participants, as well as an estimated 300,000 attendees from all ages and cultures. I mean, if that doesn't show you how this culture is embraced in our city and how important it is, 300,000 people is pretty amazing. This week's Italian Heritage Month will also see 3 crosswalks unveiled in time for Italian Day, marking the official Little Italy 8-block heritage district located at 4th Avenue, 1st Avenue, and Charles Street. So that's going to be exciting for local residents. Yeah. The Little Italy district honors Italian heritage and puts Vancouver on the world map as a destination to celebrate Italian Day. It has taken the entire community to achieve the official recognition of Italian Heritage Month, from Italian immigrants to the new generation of Italo-Canadians. Hence, the fitting theme for this year, Comunità. Comunità. Thank you. I need my hat on. It gives me the more language skills, demonstrating that all community can what we can achieve together. So thank you. Thank the members. I'd like to thank the members of the Community Organizing Committee. Michael, I'm going to try this one, Coccione. Okay, that's not bad. Thank you. Carmen D'Onofrio, and I have no glasses on, so this is an extra challenge. Brunella Guido, thank you. And Massimiliano Iocchini. Thank you very much. I butchered everybody's name equally. I really apologize, but thank you for all your work. That's the important bit. So I would now like to invite the Italian Heritage Month Planning Committee to come forward and stand together with me while I read the proclamation. So could you come forward? Come on up here and I'll... I'll just read from the microphone, then we can get a picture up front. Sure. Okay, so Italian Heritage Month. Whereas Vancouver is a city of many ethnicities, festivals, events, cross-cultural understanding, inclusiveness, and respect for one's neighbors, where Vancouver's Italian community passionately celebrates its culture, values, and heritage, and shares these with other communities in order to weave a vibrant Italian thread through Vancouver's multicultural tapestry. And whereas Vancouver's Italian Heritage Month involves a month-long series of events showcasing the rich culture of Italy in the realms of food, music, film, language, and other cultural initiatives and celebrations presented by various partners, including the Italian Cultural Center, the Italian Day Festival Society, and the Consulate General of Italy in Vancouver. And whereas Italian Day on the Drive, revived in 2010, has grown to become Vancouver's largest Cultural Street Festival, an event during Italian Heritage Month celebrating Italian heritage, culture, and community, held annually on the second Sunday in June on Commercial Drive. The vibrant 14-block street festival is presented by Italian Day Festival Society in collaboration with the Commercial Drive Business Society, the Italian Cultural Center, and other partners. And whereas in 2016, the area from Charles Street to East 4th Avenue along Commercial Drive was officially designated as quote-unquote Little Italy in Vancouver, recognizing the Italian heritage and contributions made to the drive and the city of Vancouver as a whole. Now, therefore, I, Kennedy Stewart, Mayor of the City of Vancouver, do hereby proclaim the month of June 2019 as Italian Heritage Month. Fantastic.
Thank you very much, Mayor Stewart. That was wonderful. And congratulations to everyone who was a part of this special recognition. I would now like to introduce Federico and Gianni Fuoco, who will perform two traditional Italian pieces, Granada on mandolin and Volare. Federico and Gianni.
I'm going to play a beautiful song, semi-classical, short one, but need you help. Clap the hands at the beginning. Stop when I say stop. Okay? Stop. Thank you very much. The song is over.
My father is going to be 90 this year. And, it brings me to tears because to share a moment with my father on a special day like today, to make me so proud. And just for those that came here as immigrants and sacrificed for their children, for their families, just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for all that you've done for your families, for the city, and for the sacrifices that you made. God bless you all. Thank you so much. I'm going to do a song that my all-time favorite singer, well, first Domenico Modugno made it famous, but then Dean Martin made it famous. It's called Volare, and I'd like everybody to join in and sing along and dance along, okay? And it goes like this. And Dad, you're going to join me in singing, right? Okay. Volare. Come on. Oh, everybody sing cantare. Cantare. Oh, no wonder my happy heart sings. From the maddening clouds, we are singing the glow of a star that I know, where lovers enjoy peace of mind. Let us leave this confusion and all the illusion behind. Just like birds of a feather, a rainbow together we'll find. Come on, everybody sing it now. Whoa. Sing, cantare, cantare. Oh, no wonder my happy heart sings. Your love has given me wings. In Italian, Dad.
penso che un sogno così non ritorni mai più. Mi dice come mai la faccia di blu. Poi all'improvviso venivo dal vento rapito e incominciato a volare nel cielo infinito. Volare, oh, come on everybody sing cantare, cantare, oh, nel blu dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù, e volavo, volavo, felice di un altro del sole, ancora di più. Mentre il mondo pian piano spariva lontano laggiù, una musica dolce suonava soltanto per me. One more time, everybody sing, here we go. Volare, oh, yeah, here we go. Cantare, oh, nel blu dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù, nel blu dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù, nel blu dipinto di blu. Grazie. Thank you so much. Thank you again. Thank you to Council, Mayor, and everybody. Thank you so much. Grazie.
Is it on? Great. Thank you very much. That was wonderful. Thank you very much, Johnny and Federico. It was wonderful. I would now like to invite the Consul General of the Republic of Italy, Mr. Massimiliano Iacchini, and the Minister of Agriculture of the Emilia-Romagna region, one of the most beautiful regions in all of Italy, with fantastic food and wine, Miss Simona Caselli, to say a few words.
Thank you. Grazie, grazie. Buongiorno a tutti. Thank you very much. This is a wonderful day. I'm here with our friend Simona Caselli, Regional Minister of the wonderful region of Emilia-Romagna. And it's so beautiful to start the celebration of the Italian Heritage Month in Vancouver with such a qualified and enthusiastic and passionate delegation directly from Italy. So we have Italy here in Vancouver since the beginning of June. We had the Italian Day yesterday celebration, the Festa della Repubblica. We have today this very important celebration and proclamation of the Italian Heritage Month. We're going to have on Sunday Italian Day on the Drive 2019, dedicated to the community. And all through this month, as Mayor Kennedy Stewart mentioned, we have lots of events of cultural promotion, arts, music. So this is not only words, it's substance, because not only we have this celebration on the heritage, we're going to have some screenings of Italian movies, classical movies and contemporary movies together with Il Centro and the Italian Contemporary Film Festival in Toronto. We are going to have a spotlight at the Vancouver Jazz Festival on Italian bands with 6 bands. So it's really, we have opera nights at the Italian Cultural Centers. So lots of events, and it's something real. It's something not only written in a paper, in a document. So I'm very happy to be here with you today. Italian Day on the Drive is a very important event, and this proclamation is really significant. We are very thankful to the City of Vancouver, to the Mayor, and to the City Councillors, and in particular to Melissa De Genova, who worked so hard with other partners of the Italian community I know Randy worked a lot for this, Il Centro, the Commercial Drive Business Association. We supported this as a Consulate General of Italy, but also we have other organizations of the Italian community, the regional associations. We have the Committee of Italians in Vancouver. We have the General Counselor for Canada at the Council of Italians Abroad here with us, Rocco Di Troglio. We have some of the very dynamic clubs and associations that really put all these things together and work together. So joining forces, teamwork has worked. We are really very proud of this. And thank you, Federico Fuoco and Gianni Fuoco, for your amazing performance. You are a piece of Italy in Vancouver. Really, you're outstanding representatives. My only regret is that this is one of my last official presences in Vancouver, because in a few months I will end my mandate in Vancouver. I had a wonderful time. This city is great. The people here are so hospitable and so warm. My family and I had a great time. We will leave crying, but we will keep with us so many nice memories of all of you and of the work we have done, which was work, but was fun in the end. So thank you for having supported us. Thank you for the Italian delegation from Emilia-Romagna. I'm very proud also to have Regional Minister Simona Caselli, who did an amazing and tremendous job. She will tell you in a few minutes with the government of British Columbia and with Vancouver in terms of real cooperation. Grazie a tutti e congratulazioni.
Thank you. On my own behalf and on behalf of the Emilia-Romagna region and our governor, Stefano Bonaccini, I would like to thank Mayor Stewart for inviting us to this special event. It's an honor for me to witness this proclamation and to be here and be part of this celebration, which are joined by the Italian Heritage Month event in Vancouver. And I want to thank the Italian community for making us feel really at home in these days. This is a perfect opportunity to spread Italian tradition, art and gastronomy, and to highlight the important contribution that the Italian-Canadian community has made and continues to make to the development and personality of this beautiful city. Our mission has the dual aim of consolidating the institutional relations established in November 2018, and exploring further collaboration in the field of innovation, research, and education, and developing commercial opportunities to promote agri-food production and our regional territory. You have some example out there, and I hope we will enjoy them later. I'm accompanied here by an institutional delegation of the Emilia-Romagna region to consolidate our friendship and the friendship between our two territories. This week, we had the unique opportunity to meet with the institution of the province of British Columbia, and together we organized the first bilateral forum on innovation and research in the agri-food sector entitled Designing the Path for Future Collaboration. It was an amazing mission because we met three province ministers, we met two vice ministers, we met the Agassiz Center, we met two universities, really fantastic for all the 30 people that were with me. We hope that Emilia-Romagna and British Columbia can implement joint projects on issues of mutual interest and undertake tangible activities that make a difference. I land on that note, thanking you very much for your kindness and wishing all the event of this fantastic month every success. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Consul General and Minister. Those are wonderful remarks. Thank you. I'd like now to introduce our keynote speaker, Mario Miceli. Growing up in an Italian home with an extended Italian immigrant family and surrounded by Italian friends has had a profound effect on the person that Mario has become. Currently, he is the CEO and Managing Director of the Miceli Group Consulting. He retired from a 30-year corporate career and wanted to give back to the community. With his 2 children in university, he has committed to working with various health-based organizations. As a passionate and thankful Italian Canadian, he stepped forward to serve as a board member at Il Centro Italian Cultural Center. He is currently writing a book about post-World War II Italian immigrants and has had the honor and pleasure to interview incredibly courageous Italian Canadians who exemplify the continued success and contribution of culture, heritage, and values the Italian immigrant brings to the Canadian tapestry of multiculturalism. Mario is looking forward to sharing and honoring our Italian story with all communities. Welcome, Mario.
Thank you, Carmen. Can everybody hear me okay? I'm usually loud. I don't need a microphone. And I'm dressed in azzurro today for a real reason. Good afternoon, Consul General Iachini, Minister Caselli and the delegation from Emilia-Romagna, Mayor Stewart and Council, and the Italian Cultural Center Board and guests, and the Italian Day Festival Society. Thank you. It's an incredible honor to be speaking to you today as we proclaim Italian Heritage Month. You guessed it, I am Italian. The son of immigrants who chose Vancouver to live, to work, and to raise their family. Now, I grew up in South Vancouver, and there weren't as many Italians there. We had our own extended family, but every other Italian family in that neighborhood we knew, and we knew their extended family. That's comunità, community. What our, am I supposed to kneel? Sorry. It's a Catholic thing. I'll go back to that comunità. See, as an Italian Catholic, you automatically want to get... Comunità is the theme for this year's Italian Day celebration. And that's what being Italian is. Italians create community wherever they go. Italians contribute and enhance their communities wherever they are, just like we have been since the late 1800s in Vancouver. In 1993, I read Ray Kulo's first book, and it gave me a whole new perspective on what being Italian is. See, I thought it was about hiding your hockey sticks when your dad's preparing the garden. The hockey players get that. The smell of making homemade tomato paste, tomato sauce, because the truck from Caramios has arrived. Or that smell of fermenting grapes in the alleyway as people make their homemade wine for our friends to steal. And of course, the run on pork during the prosciutto and sausage season. It's much more than that. Being Italian is language, it's culture, it's heritage, but it's obligation. It's obligation to recognize those immigrants who came before us, the shoulders of their accomplishments that we now stand on. Those are the ones that we must thank, celebrate, and honor. They paved the way for us, the roadway, literally and figuratively. You got that one, thank you. Ring again, please. You heard I retired from my corporate career, and I'm fulfilling my obligation to my Italian community, my heritage. Unfortunately, my corporate career didn't allow me to venture out too far. So I sit as a director with an exceptional group of leaders at Il Centro, the Italian Cultural Center. These people have really kept our legacy, our heritage alive for years, and I'm thankful to them for what they've accomplished. And you've heard I'm writing a book about the second wave of Italian immigrants, because that's the wave my parents came in, and I think Mr. Fuoco, who's also from the same town that my parents are from. After World War II, Italy was devastated. There was little opportunity. Canada had just interned Italians during the war out of fear. But in true Italian fashion, Italians didn't complain. When they were released, they found new jobs and proved their ongoing commitment to their adopted country of Canada. And we have some of the most proudest Italo-Canadians that I think are here in Vancouver, but also across Canada. So I've been interviewing Italians from every region of Italy so they can tell their stories through me. I'm incredibly fortunate to be able to sit at their kitchen tables, in their living rooms, while they recount the emotional stories of their hopes, their dreams, when they came to Canada. Imagine a village you have never left. Your family are all in that village, and you decide to leave for a new country with diverse cultures, with a different language, and you have to start a new life, and there's no safety net to catch you. Their faith, their courage, their sacrifices, and their ability to overcome all these challenges to achieve success from opportunity they were given is what makes us, their children, I think, incredibly fortunate, but also our country incredibly fortunate for having us in them. A little plug for us Italians. One of my favorite quotes that exemplifies the Italians of that era. I got here, they sent me to English school, and I told them, hey, I didn't come here to learn English. I came here to work. So I worked, but I learned English while I worked. Like Ray's book did for me, I hope my book will inspire the next generation of children of Italian heritage. Now, my children are blessed as they are the product of two amazing cultures, Italian and Greek. Tomorrow, it's going to be separate. But the obligation falls to them to teach their children our culture, the sacrifices that their nonno and nonna made so they can appreciate that better life, that better opportunity, the mantra of the Italian immigrant. These stories are the fabric of our community, of our culture, and what makes us who we are. I interviewed my aunt with all my cousins there, and we were amazed at her story. And I said, Zia, why didn't you tell us the story before? She looked at me and went, you never asked. So I'm asking now. They protected us from their hardship. You just know how tough it was, and it wasn't often discussed, except when I wouldn't eat the pasta fagioli. I still don't eat pasta fagioli. Then I heard about the pane e castagne era. Now, pasta fagioli is a gourmet dish in most restaurants. I'm waiting for the pane e castagne. So being Italian is family. It's about their children. It's about our children. So we've been programmed at a very young age to achieve in order to avoid failing your parents. Does that sound familiar to everyone? After all, look at what they had to do to get us here. Italian guilt and disappointment is the same motivational tool as the ciabatta and wooden spoon. Italian parents just create the environment for us to achieve whatever way possible. And we've achieved that. We've integrated into the fabric of this country, this province, and this city. We excel in professional ranks. We're business leaders in development, in construction, the arts, music, fashion, and of course, cuisine. We are everywhere, including in the political arena, as I salute Councillor Pietro Calandino. Do I have to call you compare, Pietro Calandino? His sister is my godmother. And of course, Councillors Lisa Dominato and our champion, Councillor Melissa Di Genova. Yeah. The latest in the Di Genova political legacy. I met the next one last night. She was kind of slumped over Melissa's shoulder. My book also pays tribute to Italians who created a life in Canada and raised exceptional children. Those who do extraordinary things for the Italian community every day. You saw the group that stood here for the proclamation. They're a primary example. Brunella, Rick, Carmen. Those are the leaders that have really brought this culture forward, and we need to continue to do that through the next generation. You guys truly are the unsung heroes of this new generation, so let's start creating more of you and us. I'm thankful to the City of Vancouver and the Italian Canadians who created Little Italy. Melissa, Randy, and the rest of the crew that were accomplishing that. That's where it all began for many Italians. And you've even made waiting at crosswalks along Commercial a pleasure. It's kind of embarrassing because it does bring a tear to my eye and people look at me funny, but thank you for doing that. That's an incredible legacy for our community. And I hope that we continue to Italianize. That's my word. I'm an author. I can make it up. That we Italianize the neighborhood. And finally, for this proclamation, recognizing Italian Heritage Month and for the pleasure and honor of being part of this celebration with all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mario. That was well said. I would now like to introduce our final performers from the City Opera, Vancouver. City Opera Vancouver is a professional chamber opera company. They have commissioned 5 new operas in 9 years, including Margaret Atwood's first opera, Pauline. On June 9th, City Opera makes its 10th annual appearance at Italian Day on the Drive. Please welcome Mr. Turgut Akmete and Miss Michelle Kebke, who perform 2 traditional pieces of Italian opera, singing Nessun Dorma from Puccini's Turandot, followed by La Danza, a tarantella napolitana by Rossini. Welcome.
I got it. Thank you. No worries.
Thank you, tenor Mr. Akmete, and soprano Miss Michelle Kebke, and keyboard accompanist Mr. Roger Pardon. Big round of applause. Thank you very much, you guys. Thank you all for being a wonderful audience. Please join us now for the reception in the foyer provided by Il Centro. And please enjoy. And remember, be grateful for what we've accomplished here. And let's continue to build on this great tradition, this great culture. And let's enjoy ourselves and be very, very proud. Thank you all for being here. Thank you.